Yeah, so, right, some new characters. Let's talk about them. We've got Faerun Lothar, and we've also got Dagran and the Dwarves.
So when we talk about Faerun, we're going to get not big into story details, spoilers, but there'll be a little bit of just sort of stuff going on.
Ancient bloodlines.
Yeah.
Important heroes, and so on.
You mean retcons? The Warcraft wiki people are fast as hell. It was maybe like somewhere between 12 and 16 hours after people were talking about this character, and what that character's existence means for a group of people and a major character was already written into Warcraft Wiki. And I'm like, you're so fast. You're so fast.
I feel like we can't leave that hanging. We should probably do her first.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that seems like...
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about Faerun Lothar. Yes, that Lothar.
Yeah. So they, I suppose, have got to be extremely distant relatives.
Yes, because...
Extremely distant.
Yeah, this isn't like... Because I saw people like, Anduin Lothar had a sacred child with an elf. And they're like, no. Anduin Lothar has nothing to do with these people outside of sharing the same ancestor.
Yeah. So this is all like ancient bloodline stuff. So, right. How long ago do the Arathi humans follow that light crystal?
Quite a long time ago.
But we don't know exactly. But we do know it's a long time ago.
Let me literally, because I have the ability to do things, because we've changed the stream setup a little bit, so it's a little bit easier for me to actually drive here. And I've also actually bothered to set things up for a change.
That's all quite nice.
Yeah, I can bring this up. That's not the right person. That's not the right person at all.
So it's odd, because this was foreshadowed in Season of Discovery Phase 1.
It was, yes. So,
oddly enough.
Let me bring this up so we can actually see things.
Okay, there we go. They founded, the Empire of Arathor way back in the day.
What we're looking for is, because I've already looked here, is at an unknown point in time, said to have been relatively recently, that was in the What's Next panel, some members of the Arathi tribe left the Empire of Arathor and created their own kingdom across the sea. Another group are the ones that splintered from that kingdom to see Division the Falling Star, where they went to Hallowfall to see the crystal.
Yeah.
So we've talked a little bit of this in the past, but effectively...
They've since developed their own martial light-worshipping culture distinct from other human nations of the surface world.
This is all the Arathi that we're going to be meeting in the War Within.
I think like your point there, though, is they are split off enough that they are developing their own culture.
Yeah, like I'm not well-versed in history enough to actually give an example, but it is the case of, all right, lads, we're away to start a new civilization across the water. See you later, boys. And
you never hear from them again.
Yeah, because they get trapped, which is what happens here. But the timeline is basically Vision of Falling Stars is a crystal. So there's Naru stuff involved. They show up. There's a crystal that's buried into the earth. How did that crystal get there? Why is it so close to the core way? Why would the Naru launch a crystal into the planet's crust?
Yeah.
Why did it go so deep? Because it didn't land on the surface. Why are they attacking Azeroth? Did the Naru try to get a crystal buried into the core of Azeroth? Interesting thought. Anyway, the Arathi are cool and not a problem. Haha.
The Coreway is very close to the Chamber of the Heart, and that's also very close to where Sargeras did the big stab. So, big thing.
One question been asked. Why even keep the Lothar name at that point? One, because it's cool as hell, and the Lothars are the people who are the important part of the thing. But also, specifically, so you can tell a story, which is, Anduin, where he gets his name from? Anduin Lothar.
Yes.
So if Anduin is like, the light has forsaken me, I don't feel right anymore, what's happening? Who am I? I'm going to get a really kind of weird and shitty haircut. And I'm going to,
amazing performance.
I'm going to not bathe.
Compelling.
I'm going to not bathe. What someone on Twitter was like, Anduin looks like he's radioactive underneath all that armor. They're like, I'm not going to not shower for 6 months and walk over the sandy desert of Silithus and find myself. And then you find a lady with one arm who's like, my surname is the man you're named after. We worship the light. Do you want to hang out for a bit? Or like, I wonder where that could go. Which we also have to talk about very briefly, because let's go back to the database. If I go to database and I search Faerun.
So weird to see the database homepage for WoWhead.
Yeah, I've never seen before. Yeah. I saw it recently. So there's a lot of Faerun. And there's also
so it looks like she'll be a fairly impactful character.
Including, where's it at? Summon Faerun and Anduin. Trigger them to despawn. There's a couple little things in there. Torch of Holy Flame, just small things like that. But effectively, yes, she's. I don't think she's going to be like, "Hi, I'm the cooler Anduin," but she is definitely going to show up and be like, "Hello, we have what do we call it? What do we call it again? Purpose, and we believe in the light for all these reasons. And we, you've suffered, Anduin, but you're also little baby prince boy. Shut the fuck up. We actually live in suffering here all the time. Like a lot of I went through voice lines and they do sound very like living here is not fucking easy. It's no crack whatsoever, but we do make it work. And she's like a lamplighter. She's got no arm, her face covered in scars. She's blind in one eye. Like she's not had the best time. She's not had the best time. So I think it's a cool ass looking character. Her armor is fucking beautiful too. Armor's beautiful too.
Yeah, all the Dynamite armor, the player like leveling armor from that place looks so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's been people saying like, well, the Arathi plate questing armor. They're like, this looks better than the Paladin tier.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah,
I love like
full of great stuff.
What I called. I love the way character learn. Is that WoW's version of biking? Let's go. I didn't draw that conclusion. That combination. Yeah, she's. I don't think she looks like a drunkard, but it's fine. It's fine. Back in the Guilty Gear character. The Guilty Gear character who has actually no, she's got a shield arm prosthetic. She doesn't have a cannon grappling hook prosthetic. That would be actually a little bit cooler.
Yeah. Modern gaming does tell us.
It does, yeah.
Grappling hook on
Absolutely.
everything. We got, actually, a new addition in one of the ongoing horror stories of Warcraft, which is younglings.
Oh, God.
Younglings, look at the younglings.
Children are real. Does that mean sex exists in World of Warcraft? Oh, my God. Unbelievable. Horrible experience.
Yep, that's it. They create new humans.
Terrifying. I haven't seen a single pregnant World of Warcraft character in game. I won't believe it.
Please no.
Oh no! One of the kids got spirited away. Yeah. So
yeah, I mean it's funny when you look at them, right? Because I think like the texture work is really strong in the clothes and all of that.
Yeah.
But it's just like you have an expectation of what a kid looks like, and I guess it's always weird whenever I don't know stylized adults you're used to, and stylized like younger characters you're used to in like movies and stuff, like way less in games, and yeah, they're not as horrifying as some of the older
definitely not. They're not as horrifying as Dagran was, as a little baby.
He was horrifying. Old Anduin, actually, almost every model of Anduin has been scuffed.
Those kids have that's all right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, like this guy in the middle here is my spirit animal, 100%. He looks like he's done. He's like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that shit.
He's pre-jaded.
So the actual important part here is those are very pointy looking eyes. Eyes? Here's pointy eyes. Ah, that would hurt. Oh God, how do you blink? Pointy eyes. Anyway, he's got pointy ears. So he does. So
yes.
Interesting. Because the thing about Farron is she's also got slightly pointy ears. She's a half-elf.
Oh my God.
At least we assume. We're assuming that the Arathor are full of half-elves, which is very, very interesting. All we wanted was armies of Timmys from the original Warcraft 3. Yeah, Timmy was an ugly little shit. That's for sure.
And these seemingly are on humans and Kultirans.
Mm-hmm.
Kultirans, of course, rather than being a different species, are just big humans.
Yeah, so you can just decide to be half elf in future for your RP needs.
It's one of those things that they're clearly not really making a big narrative point of, but they probably just want to give people the option. It's one of those things where I think it means nothing to most people, but then for the person who has wanted that, finally, the one thing that's the obvious visual cue they can have. So I think that's why that has been done. There's also then Dagran. We got a new model for Moira.
Before we go on to that, I want to answer a question. Wait, where are the elves then? What elves did they have with? Must have been high elves brought with them on the Arathor adventures. Because you know where Arathi is. The elves weren't all that far away.
Yep.
The fact that they brought a handful of elves with them would completely make sense. It would. at least as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure that'll be explained in some point, in some capacity, and fairly be like, well, my dad was a Lothar and my ma was this elf woman or something, or maybe the other way around. Who knows? But yes,
just expect lore and cultures. The next thing then, right? Dwarves. Number one, Dagran. So Dagran is the daughter of Moira, and thingy that Moira did the marriage with.
Thingy that Moira did the marriage with.
Come on, head. There's too many things in my head.
You mean, I've got a clue for you. If you read this really carefully, you might figure something out.
Yeah, it's your boy, Thessarian.
Thorsan. Yeah, if you read that really careful, there's 3 parts of that name.
Dagran Thorsan the second.
His dad was Dagran Thorsan the first.
There you go.
Dagran. So it is Dagran, son of Dagran, full on like that.
Yeah, so Dagran.
Apparently you said daughter, not son. That's no, Dagran's a fella. Dagran's a fella. He's a son, not a daughter.
So there you go. He's back.
Moira looks well in her gear. So she does, if you ever see it. I do like the
Moira ready to go do some damage. She's kind of blending both both of her houses.
Yeah, so she is. She's all dark
I don't exactly know why it's just like, I mean,
shaman gear, like
the Dark Irons.
She's a shadow priest. Sorry, she's a discipline priest. Why is she rocking shaman gear?
Hey, Dark Irons. Why are your eyes on fire? Why is your hair on fire, guys? Can we have an explanation?
Just love Ragnaros that much.
No, I need my midichlorian level of explanation. That is how to ruin the Warcraft universe immediately.
I veto that. Here's our slightly less shiny Magni. This is Depresso Magni.
Look at him, especially from bottom to top, and you can see that he's more stony at the bottom and more diamondy, crystally at the top.
All his depression's in his feet.
That's the problem.
That's it. We're gonna have to amputate you, Magni. Why you've got depressed feet? It's not a bad idea. Yes, I like it. It looks like he's just been dipped in mud. Like
yeah. So basically, what's happened now is Azeroth has stopped responding to Magni's texts, and he's just been tweeting you up and you there for like I don't know, for years now, and that's caused him to turn into a rock.
Oh my god, left on red Magni, like unbelievable.
But the weird thing then is, so Azeroth wakes up and starts, talking to people, giving people visions, but not him, not the speaker. Now, Matt, in fact, Matt, I think this is going to be its own little micro segment. Are you ready for a micro segment?
Sure.
Oh, right. Now, he was the speaker of Azeroth, but was he?
Yes.
Twilight Zone.
Yes, he was.
No.
There you go.
No.
He was.
Yes, he was. That's true. But who is he in cahoots working with? Mother. And what room was he in? The Chamber of the Heart. All this Titany stuff, right? So he was all in and around all these Titan installations all the time. You got the Il'gynoth line. The King of Diamonds has been made a pawn, which is obviously him. Although I think some people.
That's all shite. All shite.
Of course, it makes sense.
Matson walked in through those notes, right?
In our modern understanding of the lore, it makes complete sense. Mm-hmm. Right? Where, he's King of Diamonds has been made a pawn. At the time, we're like, oh my god, how could Magni be working for the old gods? The point is not that he was a pawn of the old gods. The point is he was a pawn of the Titans, which is sort of not the whole point, but one of the main things that will be sorted out over the next 3 expansions. So what's, I think, pretty clear then is older manifestation of Azeroth maybe being piped through weird Titan machinery, maybe with weird Titan machinery being active, who the hell knows, basically. But that he was able to talk to. But now it seems that she is able to, I don't know, psionically. What does psionically even mean? I don't know. She's given Anduin and all these other people funny mental visions, but not him. So I think that there's a difference in these kind of like waking ups. Maybe the earlier version that he was dealing with, actually, it wasn't awakened. It was still slumbering because Magni had always said that, the point is, he's the speaker because she can't speak. And she never communicated with him in words.
It's all dreamwaves.
Yeah, she was, basically, he was looking at her ECG and, being like, oh my God, I think she's dreaming of something.
Look at you making it all sense. That makes sense for the Titans. She's just like sending out dream vibes. And he's just there catching them yeah.
Yeah, so he's basically...
What's that you're dreaming about? That's a really weird dream, Azeroth. What?
He is a new age crystal that picks up dreamwaves. But now the problem is that Azeroth, I think, is actually, the being is actually waking up.
And she's screaming very loudly
and
into everyone's ears.
Yes, but not his.
Yeah.
Not his, because her waking up is different from her still being in big titany stasis that then gets damaged by Sargeras' blade, which is when he and we were dealing with her in the past. So I basically think that's what's going on, Matt.
I don't know. All I know is he's very sad and pain hurt.
Lovely. Lovely.
Which basically means him and Anduin, and I'm not joking. I'll show you, maybe I'll show you this later. But like him and Anduin are for the very brief period at the start of the campaign, they are fucking whiny, I tell you. They are sat there in the pub and like, fuck's sake.
Well, yes, they have a stay well and a listen.
Yes, fucking, what's the point of all this shit then, fuck's sake? Azeroth won't even talk to me. And then Anduin's just like, I don't know what's going on anymore. I was pretty cool for like 5 seconds and they took it away. Fuck. Or whatever his problem is. I don't know.
He's losing his faith.
Yeah.
He can't get it up anymore.
His hit song, Losing My Religion.